Good evening.
Teacher, how are you?
Pretty well. How are you, Anna?
And
How is
thank
it
you.
going? What are you doing lately?
Well, I had to work until 6, and after that I doing some homework.
From university?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Good evening, Cristel. Good evening, Adriana. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. I am fine, thank you.
I'm glad about it. And you, Adriana? How
Good
about
evening.
you?
Good evening, teacher. I'm very good, thank you.
How is it going? What are you doing lately?
Today I did some cleaning in my house and I got out with my sister. Just basically
Um, Today in my city, there was no electric light during of the middle day.
Where do you live,
Uh,
Crisol? Can you
in
remember it?
Tumaco, in Tumaco,
Mm,
there was no electric light until 2 o'clock p.m. E- And in the afternoon, I dedicate to study to my homework.
ah,
Also,
okay. I was working too at my elementary school with my children. I'm
mm,
so tired. I need vacations right now. Maybe you are in the same situation or not?
yes, of course. But the Christmas is next.
Yes,
I
and
wish to the
we
Christmas.
have my dear students, on November 28th, next Tuesday, it will be. Have you been prepared it or not?
For what? For the final exam?
Yes, a final speaking exam. I'm going to send you,
This Tuesday, 24? Pardon, 23? Or what?
no, November 28th. So
20.
the next Tuesday.
Okay, thank
It will take part of November 28th. So prepare it. So you have to speak alone if it's necessary in front from your mirrors or with somebody that can speak with you. Good evening, Maria Paula. How are you? How is it going? What are you doing lately, Maria Paula?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
but so low. Can you speak louder, please?
Is it better now?
Yes, now it's better.
Okay, it's because I'm on the iPad because my laptop isn't working right.
Mm, okay, but yes, thank you and your mates. I guess that they can. Okay. What are you doing lately? Tell us, Maria Paula.
I'm currently at my friend's house, and I'm prepping my medical appointments to travel, and Today, for example, I have to pick up my medication for the whole vacations. And that's all.
Ah, okay, but can you feel get better? Your medicine is good for you, and I'm glad that you can travel and a lot of things.
Thank you.
Okay, my dear students. Mm, I don't know what happened with other people, but we need to start with our lesson. Okay. Do you have the paragraph relative the use of relative clauses with examples?
Yes, teacher.
Ah, okay. So I will assign turns in order that you can interact and participate here. First turn will be mm, second will be Ariana. Third, Maria Paula. Fourth, Chris. Okay, Anna, are you ready now?
Yes.
So go ahead,
Okay.
please.
Okay, let me. Okay. Relative clauses. We use relative clauses to give additional information about something without starting another sentence. By combining sentences with a relative clauses, your text becomes more fluent and you can avoid repeating certain words. Okay. Just I give my paragraph.
Okay.
Okay. The only thing terrifying that ever has happened to me is when my husband was murdered. He was disappeared for a week. The police officers who knew the case was the person that helped us to investigate. The people who found him were very nervous. The family which was waiting for him were devastated. The morgue is where his body was found. There are times when I feel so lonely. That's why I refuse violence. My son, who misses him every day, rejects violence too. Teacher?
Anna, is that a real story?
Yes, very real.
Happens to you?
Yes, 20 years ago.
Uy, what a bad situation.
Yes,
Oh, but
at that time was very, very terrifying. It wasn't very good because I was very young to assimilate all the situation.
mm, bad. Okay, but the violence is really bad. We need to change the way to be with all human race.
Yes,
We need peace. We need love. We need tolerance.
tolerance, yes.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Anna.
You're welcome.
Adriana, can you continue, please? Adriana.
Yes. Okay. Relative clauses are clauses starting with relative pronouns like who, that, which, whose, where, and when. We use the relative clauses to define or identify the noun that precedes them, and also are used to give additional information in the same sentence. For example, we use the relative clauses who, which, whose, and that to make clear which person or thing we are talking about. And we use when with times and where with places to make clear which time or place we are talking about. And finally, we use who, whom, whose, and which to tell more about a person or thing. Um, Now it's my test. First to start, I want to say that it's not something terrifying. It's just like a anecdote or something because I don't have any experience like that. Um, I think I couldn't mention something that happened to me when I was a child, and that was very terrifying for me in that moment. Besides, right now it's not something like terrifying; it's just something funny. Um, well, I was in my house, and I was just like 3 years old. I can remember that because even if I was a little child, it was something really scary for me in that moment. I was playing in the yard of my house where we have some trees and some plants like a garden. And I was alone and I didn't know some animals because I never have know them. So I was there alone and suddenly where I was playing, I saw something green and large that was moving toward me and I didn't know which animal was that. So I was scared in that moment and I started to scream and run inside the house and the animal started to run behind me and I was so terrified because I thought that will be something dangerous. Um, but then I came to my parents and the animal was behind me. So I was crying and but my parents were laughing and I didn't know why. So then when everything finished and I was calm, they explained me which animal was that. It was like a big lizard. And after that, I wasn't so scared. I was just ashamed for what happened. But now it's just a fun story about when I was a little child.
Yes, really
Yes.
terrifying to you.
They still make fun of me for that.
Thanks a lot, Adriana. Maria Paula, please continue.
Well, I think Anna and Adriana already said the right definitions. I just want to add that relative clauses help us to tell more about people and things, but they already said everything and it's really clear. About
Okay.
my paragraph, I was on vacations. It was the Holy Week, which is my favorite because of the season. I was at my brother's house when an alarm that was really loud starts playing. It was raining hard, like if the sky was falling down where my brother lives. My mom, who is terrified by the storm, was grabbing my hand and praying. She was really scared. Then my brother came into our room and told us that we need to get to the tornado refuge. So we put our shoes really quick and ran to the basement. The rain stopped a few minutes later, and then it was like if nothing ever happened. That's all.
Sorry, I can hear you. I can hear you really well. Can you repeat the paragraph? Sorry.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, please try to speak louder, Maria Paula. Your sound far
Okay.
away.
I was on vacations. It was the Holy Week, which is my favorite because of the season. I was at my brother's house when an alarm that was really loud starts playing. It was raining hard, like if the sky was falling down where my brother lives. My mom, who is terrified by the storm, was grabbing my hand and praying. She was really scared. Then my brother came into our room and told us that we need to get to the tornado refuge because of the alarm. So we put our shoes really quick and ran to the basement. The rain stopped a few minutes later, and then it was like if nothing ever happened.
Ah, okay. Okay. Thanks a lot, Paula. Okay, Crystal, please continue.
Okay. About the relative clause, we use the relative clause to give information about something without the need to start a new sentence by combining different sentences using a relative clause. We avoid the repetition of words and achieve agility in the text. The relative clause, for example, who, which, that, or whose. Um, my task. Okay, this. A couple of years ago, there was an attack here in my city, in which many people died. But my fright was great because the day that things happened, my mom had gone out to do a diligence. That she came out as at 1:30 p.m. of the house, and it had only been about 5 minutes, and there was a loud bang. A motorcycle bomb exploded in front of the police. My scare was huge. I ran to the balcony to see if I saw him, if I saw her, but it was not. When suddenly I saw her, there was coming around the corner. I was crying, thinking about everything that could have happened at that moment. She said that she was a block away from the police, that her ears hurt from the explosive wave. She was dizzy, but nothing happened. But it scared me a lot. That's all, teacher.
A new situation with violence.
Yes. My city, uh, it was azotada. ¿Cómo se dice? Azotada.
Text.
Whipped, whipped for the violence for many years.
Yes. Our country in general way. Unfortunately, but this is the reality. We have to fight and fight against the violence, the contrary way, the peace, the dialogue, the tolerance. We need to make the difference despite those bad situations. Okay, my dear students, the tones will be the same in order that you can interact to each other with questions and answers relative to them. Okay, Anna, you will be the first student in order that you can start with your questions
Okay,
from your
teacher.
parents.
Okay, my first question is for Adriana. Which was the animal that scared you?
Okay. The animal was a lizard. Like, well, in our idiom, in our language, is a iguana. So it's like a
Oh,
big lizard. But I was so shy, and I didn't know in that moment what animal was that. So I was like scared.
yes,
And
because you were a child, a little child.
Yes, and it was like a really big lizard.
Yes. Thank you, Adriana.
Okay.
And my next question is to Crystal. When was the attack happening?
The attack happened about 60 years old. 60 years, pardon. Eh, in 2010.
Oh, thank you, Crystal. And for Maria Paula, why the Holy Week is important for you?
My family is Catholic, so we are used, to go to the church and be at the like this little tour on the church.
Yes.
So it's like a tradition for us.
Thank you, Maria Paula. That's all, teacher.
Okay, Anna, thanks a lot for your questions. Good questions. Thanks for your interaction.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, Anna, please continue.
Okay. My first question is for Maria Paula. Have you been in a place where is happening a natural disaster, like an earthquake or a hurricane?
No, I haven't. I just when my story happened, it was just like the alarm, and the tornado went like around. It turns around, so it didn't get to where we were. But I never been in one. Just like the little I don't know if shake is the right word, but never like a natural disaster, like a big one. No, never.
Okay, very well. The next one is for Crystal. Um, have you been in the middle of a robbery? Because you mentioned that your city was very dangerous. So I was wondering, have you been in the middle of a robbery?
I really know. I know. Uh, very near, or very near of my house, of course, to be sucedido. Par- Pardon? Near of my house have happened a act of violence.
Okay. Um, and I don't have question for Anna because I'm sorry. And in that time, I was like a little disconcentrated of what she was saying, so I couldn't did an answer for her. A question, sorry, for her. So that's all.
Okay, Anna's paragraph was relative bad situation, a really sad situation with violence. She lost her husband there, unfortunately.
Oh, that's.
Mother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay, my dear students, please, Maria Paula, continue.
Okay. My first question is to Adriana. Do you have any like a certain fear for any animal? For example, like you're afraid of snakes or something like that?
Um, no, I don't feel fear for any animal. When I was a child, for that experience, I used to have fear for the lizards. But when I grew up, that finished. So right now, I don't feel like fear for any animal.
Okay, thank you. Um, my second question is to Anna. Um, do you ever feel like like a flashback, like if everything could happen to you again, the whole situation with your husband, with your late husband?
Well, for a long time, I was thinking about that someone is following me. So for the first 5 years, I feel um, um,
Like maybe like paranoia or something?
yes, insecure,
Mm-hmm.
because we never know who kills my husband. So we are not sure if it was for his work or I don't know. So I don't feel confident in the same house with my son. I have to move for another city for a while. Was very difficult situation at that time.
Okay, I understand, and I'm sorry for you.
Thank you, Maria Paula.
And my last question to Christelle. Is it better now in the city you're living, like the security? Is it better or is it like the same, like 6 years ago?
Pardon? Repeat, please.
I'm asking you if the security in your city is still like is it still insecure or is it a little better now?
No. The security in my city is bad and worse. Because lately many people has been murdered in different streets i- in place rural to the outside of the city.
Oh, okay. I hope everything gets better soon. Hopefully. That's all, teacher.
Okay, thanks a lot for your interaction. So, Chris, you please.
My first question is from Anna. Uh, do you have children when your husband was murdered?
Yes, my son was 2 years old when that happened.
And you have children with him?
Yes,
Uh, yes.
yes, one children.
Okay.
Sorry,
My
sorry, Crystal, a little suggestion. Children is in plural, child is in singular,
child.
and have children
Child.
or only one or
Only one.
several.
Yes, I have
Ah,
only one
child.
child. Yes.
Yes, children is for plural. Okay,
Okay.
don't forget.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Okay,
My second question is from Adriana. Uh, in this moment, don't you scare nothing animals?
Can you repeat me, please?
Uh, if in this moment, don't you scare nothing animal?
No. Right now I don't feel fear for any animal. I I used to, as I said before, I used to have fear for lizards for that time, but I control that and I don't feel anything for that now.
Okay. Uh, from Maria Paula, Really, I did not understand what is the terrifying situation for Maria Paula. For that reason, I not a question for him,
To her.
for her,
He needs woman. It's a woman. Don't forget it. For her.
for her.
To her, for her, okay?
Okay,
Don't
thanks.
forget. Don't forget it. Okay. Okay, dear students, do you have your tongue twisters?
Yes, teacher.
Just time twister. Okay.
Okay, the same turns. Go ahead, Anna.
Okay.
Yes, share your tongue twister with all of us.
I have to share or just say the twister.
Yeah, just share it with all of
Okay. Okay. How many cookies could a good cook cook if a good cook could cook cookies? A good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies.
us. Nice. Okay, well done.
Thank you, teacher.
Adriana, please.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where are the pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Wow. Amazing. Okay, well done. Maria Paula, please.
Okay. Betty bought a bottle of butter, but the butter Betty bought was bitter. So Betty beat a bit of butter to make the bitter butter better.
Well done. So, Crystal, please. Your turn.
Okay. She sells seashell by the seashore if she sells seashell by the seashore. Where are the seashell by the seashore?
Mhm. Okay, thank you. Well done. Okay, my dear students. I don't know what happened with your partners because I'm sending the invitation to all of them, but they can be here. So we need to go to our ebook. I will share the link. Please give me a second. Please. Please go to the unit number 11 and check it out the whole unit. And please check it out the exercises.
Teacher, can you share the link, please? Because I'm on my iPad and I can see the ebook.
Yes, the link is by chat.
Uh, Let me. I can't. I think I can't open the chat.
I will share it again. Go to the link and go to the unit. 11. Yeah, the exercise from this unit. Could you open it, Maria Paula?
No, teacher, I'm trying to open on the UNAT page. It's because the iPad doesn't let me open the chat we had. To open on the campus, and I'll be there in a few minutes.
Okay. The other students can open it or not? Could open it?
Yes, teacher.
Crystal, could you open it?
Of course, Unite 11.
Ariana, could you open your ebook?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Which is the exercise? Unit 9?
So first of all, we need to check it out the complete exercises, and then I will assign to all of you the exercises that we need to develop.
Okay.
Okay?
But the unit is 11.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yes, tell me.
Uh, only to answer the question from the exercise one.
No, now it's time to start, and I will specify the exercise that we need to develop. We need to develop the following exercises, and I'm gonna write it by chat. Number one, exercise number one.
Okay. For
Two,
because the exercise number one is read the following sentence about television,
14.
and
So we need to start
pardon.
now. Please, with the exercise number one. Which ones do you agree, disagree with, and
Yes.
why?
And to
Play.
question why do you agree or why do you disagree?
Yes.
Yes.
So children
Okay.
should read instead. Are you in agreement or in disagreement? I will make the questions to whatever you. Okay.
Okay.
So please close attention. So the A, the letter A, will be for Adriana. Adriana, are you in agreement or in disagreement relative that children shouldn't watch TV? They should read instead.
I disagree because for me, television is also a good tool. Everything depends of the focus that you're given. Um, Even if read is a really good activity, and actually for me is one of my hobbies, I think that you also can learn with the TV, and also is a fun tool like a pastime or something. So for me, I'm not agree with that fact.
Okay, good answer. Okay, letter B. Most TV is terrible and only a few programs are worth watching. Um, Maria Paula, do you consider that it is really or not?
Um, I think it's somehow like Adriana said, it depends on what you like or what you don't like. Because, for example, now the TV programs, they're mostly about narcos and drugs and that kind of topics, and I think that's not worth watching. But for example, if you watch Nat Geo or Home and Health or something like that, well, it will be really interesting. So I think I will disagree with the sentence.
So it depends the kind of programs, of TV programs.
Yes.
Okay, thanks a lot. Good answer. So letter C. TV is a good way to learn about the world. Crystal, do you consider this is a reality or not? This is
It's really
sorry.
because
Are you
agree.
yes?
Yes, because the through the television we can know the countries mm, without leaving the own city. When you do not have the money, resource to travel to other city.
Ah, okay. Thanks a lot. So Anna, letter D. Now is better than it was 20 years ago.
Well, I think I agree because I can find many programs, different programs. Now you can know about different people, different culture, different countries, and it is now.
So do you agree?
Yes, I'm agree.
Yes. Ah, okay. So, a little suggestion: when you use the verb to be, you express it an in agreement. If you don't use the verb to be, so you can say I agree without the verb to be. Okay? A little suggestion. Okay? So, letter E. Again, Mario Paula. Life without TV is really miserable. Maria Paula.
Disagree because I think if you don't have TV, you have a whole lot of other activities you could do. You could play, you could read, you could go to a concert, you could. So I agree with the sentence.
Okay, thank you. Letter F. Again, Crystal. Families have better relationship if they turn off the TV. Do you agree or not?
Agree, teacher. Because because television sometimes take out or take off a long time that can be spent sharing with the family.
Okay, thank you. So, again, letter G. Anna. International TV channels are much better than national ones.
Agree because in the international ones you can find different things that the national ones. For example, in the international ones you can find many programs for animals and for tourists, for something like that. In the national ones, you can only see operas, soap operas, and, and for me, I think nothing interesting.
Yes, you're totally right.
Yes,
The communication
that
needs
Realities.
have the control to a lot
yes.
of people with those kind of programs. Okay, thanks a lot. And finally, Ariana. Most people I know are addicted to TV.
Um, I disagree because I don't know people that are addicted to TV. I think that nowadays the people are more addicted to social media, to chatting, to internet connection than TV. For me, I think that we are replacing the TV and the TV channels with another activities related with the use of internet connection. Is most common that you see people watching series or movies by a computer than in a TV, and is most common see people chatting or in the social media that watching a TV program. So for me, That's not true.
Okay, you're totally right. You're right because it is similar when the TV replaced the radio, and nowadays the situation is the same, but the internet is replacing the TV.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, totally right. Okay, so go to exercise number 2. Okay, who wants to read the statements? Crystal, do you want to read the
Okay.
statements?
Okay. Exercise 2. You're going to watch part of 3 TV programs. A nature program, a politics.
So, are you in exercise number 2, Crystal?
Yes.
Exercise number 2 for. Yes, yes, yes.
A nature program, a police show, and a cookery program.
Yes.
First, think about what ideas and words you associate with each type of program. Write your ideas in the box below. Try to write at least 5 ideas for each program. Some ideas have been given as an example.
Okay, my dear students, do you know TV programs with these topics? Nature program, police show, cookery program. So, Ariana, do you know police shows on TV?
Yeah, like the typical series, CSI and Quantico, all that kind of things.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, Anna, do you know another program?
Police program.
Police shows
Um,
program?
shows
Do you know?
shows program. I don't remember at the moment, but
CSI.
CSI is the most important.
Yes.
Yes, but to be honest, I don't remember.
Cookery program, do you know some program?
Cookie. Well, um,
Master Chef.
oh yes, Master Chef. uh, yes, but I really don't know because I don't watch TV.
Yes,
Since I started study this degree, I have no time to watch TV.
yes, and sometimes it is a way to distract.
Yes, yeah, but I forgot all the names of the programs.
Okay,
Sorry, teacher.
okay, don't worry. Crystal, do you know a police show or a cookery program?
No. Beside the CSI Miami, uh, perhaps a program that called Secret Files, Expedientes Secretos, que era
Secret Files, yes.
Secret Files. That only one. About the cooker program, I don't remember. That unique is the more recently that Master Chef. The other I no remember.
Okay, thank you. And how about you? What about you, Maria Paula?
Um, for the police show, Criminal Minds, maybe Law and Order, I think it is called. For cookery programs, MasterChef Junior, and oh, I love Cake Boss. Cake Boss is really good too.
Okay, thank you. Students, please go to the exercise number 10. Okay, please try to explain the main difference between the sentence or the phrase A and the phrase B, because there is a little difference between them. So, letter A, B, C, D. Letter A will be for Adriana, letter B for Anna, letter C for Crystal, and letter D for Maria Paula. So, are you ready, Adriana?
I think so. I think that the principal difference between each sentence is like the um, punctuation marks that um, give a completely different point of view of the things. It's the same that happened with our language. If we don't use the punctuation marks in the right way, the things are not gonna sound properly. So, for example, in the sentence A, is using the punctuation marks in the right way. So you can understand better because in that sentence they are using the relative clauses in a more specific way. But in the sentence B, they are not using the punctuation marks, and the message or the like the message of the sentence is lost.
Okay, yes. But maybe you can read it faster and the meaning, so the main meaning from the sentence or the phrase can couldn't get lost because it is not longer than other paragraphs and other ideas. Do you consider that or not?
Maybe, yeah, could be.
Teacher,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to leave you now because I'm not at my home and it's getting late. So I have to exit the hangout.
Okay, Maria Paula, what a shame because your interaction and participation is really good. But if you have to go, go now. And thanks a lot for being here, learning to
Yeah,
each other.
thank you. See you on Thursday.
Okay, bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay, thanks a lot, Adriana. And letter B.
Okay. B. Uh, the first one contains no definite relative clause because for the punctuation or commas or commas. And the difference between both is first one I can explain.
So it's the same explanation like Adriana mentioned. The correct use of punctuation. I can't.
Yes, it's difficult that word. Punctuation.
My tongue is heavy. Punctuation.
Punctuation. Yeah, so for me, the first one is one for no definite relative clause.
Yes, and it doesn't have the punctuation marks,
Yes.
punctuation signs. Okay. Letter C, Crystal.
Letter C. I think think of the partner, Adriana. The little A, that this is the correctly utilization, pardon, use of the comma mark uh, after the people, and the relative clause is who.
Yes, you're right. Okay, my dear students. So Maria Paula, go out. Ariana, can you take her part? Letter D.
Yes. I think that we have said the same argument. I just wanna say that maybe it's like any of the sentence are wrong. Um, we can decide use the punctuation marks or not. That doesn't mean that the sentence is wrong. It just maybe help with the syntactic structure or a thing like that. But it's like maybe if the meaning could be confused a little, as you said, also could be easier to read. Um, so yeah, it's just that. And about this sentence, the sentence B is what have non-defining relative clauses.
Yes, yes, totally right. Always you gave us good elements. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Okay, students, go to the exercise number 11. Okay, if the sentence has an error, write the corrected sentence in the space provided. If the sentence does not have an error, leave the space blank. So we need to detect if the statement or if the phrase has errors or not. So letter A, Ariana, letter B, Anna, letter C, Crystal. Uh, are you ready to start, Ariana?
Okay, I don't think the sentence have errors. For me, it's right.
The things that I have to do every day. Yes, for me too. So letter B, Anna.
I think it has an error and needs the punctuation. The man, the punctuation, which I met yesterday, the comma, said he was a good friend of yours. I think so.
Hmm. Yes, you're right. Letter C, Crystal.
Letter C. I think that is right. Methodology. Yeah, the correct use of the where pardon the correct use of the relative clause. The which.
So you will change which for what relative clause?
That I think uh, perhaps that uh, for because that to use for see no to use for things uh, nor to people. Uh, on the contrary, which only to use for the animals.
Mm, maybe, but which it can be used to for things, stuff.
For things, and the animals not, or for animals and objects.
And animals and objects too.
Okay.
But
Uh,
maybe you could be right.
then I
Okay,
think that is right, Anton.
okay, thanks a lot for your interaction and idea. It is a good idea, Crystal. Letter D, Adriana.
Okay. This say the Colosseum, which is in Rome, is a historical place, a structure. Sorry. For me, again, is right, but maybe we could add a comma before which, just for syntactic structure, but we can let it in the way is now. I mean, for me, as I see this is like an optional aspect. You can decide if add the comma or not.
So, but thinking about the explanation from Crystal, the Crystal's explanation, maybe the relative clause will be bad. So which could be replaced for where? The Colosseum, where is in Rome, is a historical structure. It will be better.
But I think that if we replace which for where, uh, will be a confused sentence because in Spanish we'll say something like el Coliseo donde está en Roma, um, but with which it says something like el Coliseo el cual está en Roma. Um, so I think that if we use where, it doesn't have like a good sense. I don't know, but maybe it could be where.
Okay. So the I forgot the words in that moment. I forgot the idea. The relative clauses. We need to use the relative clauses. Um, indicate if it is you if they are used for places, animals, objects, or people, or time, or things. And in this case, it is a place. The Coliseum, where is in Rome, is a historical structure. But we need to compare and we need to for more information regarding that. So I I made a class. I gave an explanation to other students regarding this topic, this theme, and we need to difference. We need to step the difference between the relative clauses that we need to use in different situations. Okay? May you understand me, Adriana, or
Yes,
not?
yes, of course.
Okay. So letter E, Anna.
Okay. A friend whose sister studied here helped me to revise. I think is correct.
But
Yes, I think that sentence is correct.
a friend whose sister studies. Whose is a possessive?
Sorry, teacher.
Do you think that who or whose, which will be better?
Whose? A friend whose sister.
Mm, or who? A friend whose sister studies here.
Yeah. Whose because to use for the possessive.
So a person is not a possessive, but maybe a person is not a possession. Is it's the object. You can possess an object, but not a person. A friend who Caesar studies here helps me to revise. So we need to check it out. We need to looking for search by web, searching by web the more
I think,
information
yes,
regarding
I
this.
think this term is very difficult for us
A
because it's
little
confused.
it's a little confusing, but
Yes,
we need to use using relative clauses a better direct way. Okay, but this is the idea. Continuous or learning and learning and learning. I improve and improve every day. Okay, letter F. For example, this is the house which I was born. It will be better where or not.
yes,
No.
where,
Yes, in this case, it will be right. Where?
yes,
Yeah, the sentence is
where
right.
because
This
it's
is
the
the
case.
house we was born.
Yeah, my dear students. Okay. Please go to the exercise 14.
14. Ay, qué madre.
Okay. The idea is that uh, at first you have to answer the questions and later you need to check it out the paragraph relative the answer, okay? Um, I will start with you, Crystal. Are you a TV addict or not? Do you love soap operas or do you never miss a football match on TV?
No, really not. In one moment, about a month ago, I l- I liked to be soap opera. Uh, in the channel uh, tele soap opera. I liked it very much. In that moment, I worked and not uh, nothing time to be to see television. Only the news for to know that happened in the Colombia in the world. Uh, no, in free time I like the one other de vez en cuando. ¿Cómo se dice? The wise.
Sometimes.
Pardon. Sometimes, qué pena. Sometimes I see videos in YouTube about to a love of height because I very fat.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
And no more.
How to lose weight?
Just because very fat. I
Do you
don't
need do you need doing a lot of exercise
just
physical activity?
exercise.
Do you practice physical activity or not? Some
Really not. I uh, in matriculate in the gym. I try not going no one. I feel lazily. I very lazy in the night. Mm. For that reason, I don't go to the gym because I I don't eat nothing about the fast food. Not nothing of hamburger, not empanada, nothing
Yes, this is the idea. Your
diet.
good meals, a healthy way to have
Yeah,
a way to
health.
feel you. Okay, thanks a lot, Crystal. Now, Anna,
Yes, teacher.
are you a TV addict? Do you love soap operas? Or do you never miss a football match on TV?
Well, a few years ago, I was addicted to the soap opera. I I spent hours watching soap operas, but since 2 years ago, I stopped watching TV. But if I got a little time, I like programs of nature. I love to know about animals. Um, or, for example, if I saw in any channel a movie that I like, I stay here to watch the movie, and that's it.
Okay, thank you, Anna.
Thank you,
And
teacher.
what about you?
No, I'm not addicted to TV shows or something. Actually, I don't watch TV. Um, since some years ago. Um, all the programs that I watch or shows that I watch is just in my computer. So no, I don't watch anything of that. And talking about soap operas, I never have liked that. Um, like never. I never have been interested in that. Maybe when I was younger, I used to like watch realities, but then that like was just over, and I'm not interested in that. I think that right now the television programs are very uninteresting, and sometimes could be like a waste of time because doesn't have like really interesting content, or don't doesn't talk about good topics. So for me, I don't watch that.
Okay, thank you, Ariana. So, okay, my dear students, who wants to read the paragraph? Who wants to read the paragraph?
Me?
Yes, please.
Um, okay. Are you TV addicted? Do you love soap operas, or do you never miss a football match on TV? We want to know about your TV preferences. Tell us what your favorite programs are, and you could win a prize.
Okay, next. My the paragraph there. Ariana, please.
Yes. My favorite TV programs. I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, I like to watch two main things: comedy and news. I refuse to watch some TV comedy because it's not funny, but I really love The Big Bang Theory, which is a program about physicists. The best character is a man called Sheldon Cooper, who is very strange, and his unusual behavior always makes me laugh. I also watch the news, particularly on the BBC, which is a British channel. This is important because I like to know what's happening in the world.
Okay. Okay, my dear students. Have you ever watched a documentary um, for head or for something like that? Something interesting, a discovery or something similar? Anna, Crystal, Ariana?
Mm,
Perhaps, sometimes I think the Discovery Channel, where the programs about the different disease and cure, uh, about the relation, the medicine, different case of uh, disease, strange. Uh, Beside the Discover Human Health, I like because about the over the house and the uh, about the case or the relation of the all the house, when how to decorate the house for that.
Okay, thank you, Anna.
Well, I don't remember any, but when I saw, I remember the something about Sydney, about the animals of Sydney. The Kangaroo. I forgot the name in English. Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. Yeah,
Kangaroo?
Kangaroo.
yes.
And that was very interesting because they show how the kangaroos map carry the baby. Very, very interesting program. Very nice and cute.
Yes, those kind of TV programs are really interesting and with good features of natural wildlife. When I was a child, I used to watch those kind of programs and I really enjoyed them. They are really nice. Thank you, Anna. And finally, my dear Adriana, what about you? What kind of documentaries have you watched?
Well, I have seen some documentaries about basic things like phenomena in the earth or in the space. I'm very interested in that topic. And when I was a child, I was like really obsessed with that. So I watched a lot of documentaries and programs about the black holes and all the phenomena in the space and the universe and all the kind of theories and things. And also, I have watched documentaries about the environmental of our planet, like about global warming, or like all that issues that we are having in our atmosphere with the air, our natural resources, all kind of things.
Oh yes, we need to take conscience about that problems, about those
Yes,
problems, to take part resolving them.
yes, and also because I started in a school that have like a very environmental approach, so we used to be very attentive to all that kind of things. And I was really interested in that, and I am really interested in that. So yeah, that's like the programs that I have watched.
Okay, really nice, interesting, and well done. Okay, my dear students, that's all for today. Have a nice night and take a relax and take care to all of you, my dear students. See you the next opportunity. And don't forget, prepare our final speaking exam because it will be take part on the next Tuesday. So we need to speak and speak and speak.
Okay,
Okay, my dear. Bye bye.
Teacher,
bye bye.
Okay, teacher. Bye bye. Thanks.
Thank
bye.
you so much.
Have a good night, everyone.
The same to you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Learners.